Yeah. But one thing for sure, Diddy's mother, she loved her son, and he loved his mama. And ain't no telling how much longer she got left. They said when she left the courtroom today, she was looking defeated, heartbroken, strung out, wondering if her baby was ever gonna be able to come back home. We just don't know. But we do know that it's a lot of people up there lying on her son. They lying on her too, and she couldn't even believe it. What did they do to deserve this? Did Cassie's mother wire Combs 20K? Jurors see the bank statements. Well, that's her business. That's her child. If she got the money and he need the money, hell, she ain't about to let her baby starve. What they want her to do? Not help her son? It ain't like nobody else trying to do it. Now they giving his mama a hard time. Lord have mercy. I need y'all to pray for this woman. Cause she's stressing. Her bones acting up. It take her a long time to get off that commode.
Oh my
And her
goodness.
grandchildren, they gotta help her do everything that she need to do. When they pull up to the court, that van be filled with bags of Chick-fil-A. Ain't nobody cooking. Ain't got no money for no personal chef. Diddy in jail. They gonna have to figure it out. They said she down to her last ramen noodle. It's getting cold out here. I need y'all to do me a favor. Not only subscribe to the channel, but pray for Diddy's mother. We got so much news we about to be getting into. I need y'all to share the video. Wake your grandmama up and let her know we live. Please pray for Diddy's mama, cause she needs y'all prayers. And I need y'all to pray for the rest of his family too, because they all going through it real bad. I ain't never seen a man in this much trouble because their girlfriends was a
Oh
freak.
my goodness.
Shit, we all need to be in jail if that's the case. I done dealt with some hoochies that pee-popped on top of my car, and I was driving a Dodge Neon. Ain't no telling what they'd do for a coupe or a Lexus or something. Diddy in jail right now suffering doing bad because Cassie like to get it on. They need to figure out more ways to persecute brothers, cause this sex they be pulling, it's starting to get old. I guess you can't do no computer hacking with no basketball or nothing. They gonna have to find another way to put these brothers behind bars. Now, if he killed somebody, that would be different. You know, if somebody lost their life, well, hell, it's plenty of people that lost their lives, but they ain't talking about it. They could put him in jail for the rest of his life for plenty of things, but they just not speaking about that type of stuff in the courtroom. They going back and forth over 20 G's, and this motherfucker a
Oh
millionaire.
my goodness.
They had Cassie's mother come up in the courtroom talking about Diddy told them to pay up $20,000. You had sex workers talking about they got $1,200 to do sex jobs. This ain't no multi-billion-dollar criminal organization if they bickering over 20 G's. Now that's a lot of money to a lot of people out there, but you figure, hell, he almost a billionaire. I want to read this real quick before we get into the rest of the news, because it's a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to be covering before I get out of here. And if we don't get no phone call, I'm going to be out of here real fast. So I just want to give y'all a heads up on what's going on. This story contains graphic descriptions that some people may find disturbing, so I'm warning y'all beforehand, because this whole everything about Diddy nasty right about now. So, you know, you can't have no weak stomach when you're talking about this man, because he was making people eat dookie. He was having the men pee all in Cassie's mouth. She gave a description of how bad the herpes was. She couldn't even talk. When she called or ordered the escort, she had to text them niggas because she couldn't talk. And when they got there, they thought she was moaning because she was turned on. She was moaning because her mouth was
Oh
hurting.
my goodness.
The 2016 video of Diddy assaulting his then girlfriend Cassie in a Los Angeles hotel is again taking center stage. It ain't never left the damn center stage. That's the only thing on the motherfucking stage, man. I wish they'd put something else up there. Cassie got her ass beat. And you know what? She needed to get paid for that. Cause ain't no man, don't no man got no business doing that to no woman. And like I always say on every stream, if that's why they want to put him in jail, just say that. If that's all y'all got, that's all y'all got. That's all y'all need. Y'all don't need nothing else. We all would agree. Lock his ass up. He football punt kicked her in her ass. And she ain't even got no ass, man. She bare bones. Now, if she was a big girl, she would have turned around and snapped his fucking neck. They would have had to put it in slow motion after she snapped his neck, the way his body dropped once she done
Oh
snapping
my
it.
goodness.
That's why a lot of men can't handle no big ass woman. Don't nobody want to be with somebody that you know for a fact can whoop your ass. Your best bet is to get you a little Cassie or something like that. So when you talking crazy, she better act like she got some damn sense. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Garcia, the former security officer at the hotel where Combs and Ventura Fine were captured on tape, told the court that Combs paid 100 G's for a copy of the video. Well, that means you supposed to shut your ass up. He took the money, rubbing his hands together like, I'm gonna tell. You give me 100 G's. Ain't his last name Garcia? Me speaking no
Oh
English.
my goodness.
I would act like I ain't know what the hell they was talking about. Puff Daddy? I would have got some cheese puffs. Eat up, Daddy. Eat up, Daddy. Don't know nothing about no Puff Daddy, no P. Diddy, no nothing. For $100,000, he still, nigga, give me my money back. And that's the same thing with Cassie. You breaking the law. I'm pretty sure he made him sign something. Like, all I signed was the check. How you get 100 G's and your ass still snitching, ungrateful motherfucker? The attack was first described in the bombshell lawsuit she filed in 2023 accusing him of sexual assault, trafficking, and more. But y'all brothers, keep it in your pants. And plus, these punk ass, no disrespect to the people out there, but they ain't even worth it nowadays, man. You can tell these people be stained just by looking at them, man. And the older you get, the more you realize how nasty people is. It's some unsanitary motherfuckers out here. Just like Cassie was describing how nasty she was. And you figure, oh, she fine. I know that thing clean. I eat that from the back. Go on and on. You see a fine ass female. You be like, condom for what? I ain't using no protection for
Oh
what?
my goodness.
Them be the nastiest ones, man. I'm over here scratching and itching. Just think about some of them skeezers. The attack, we know about the attack with it. Let's get to the part. Where they talking about his mama at? Okay, here you go. Now listen to this, y'all. Bank statements appear to confirm Cassie's mom, a wired Diddy 20 G's. The court saw bank statements that appear to confirm Ventura Fine's parents wired the money. Is he going to jail for life for that or no, man? Is that a criminal offense because she wired him 20 G's? The statement showed an outgoing wire transfer to Ventura Fine on December 14, followed by a transfer. Who gives a damn? And she got her money back. They proved that in court. He gave the money back. What's the big deal? Ventura Fine's mother, not her last name Fine, cause she a cougar, and her boyfriend ain't got the balls to face Diddy head up, man. Cause they could have settled all this in the streets. You banged out my wife, my baby mom. You had her freaking off. They should have left that up to her husband to get at Diddy if he really felt the way about it, And he a MMA fighter or whatever he is. He could have got at Diddy. But I made this video to let y'all know that Diddy's mother, she going through it bad. And it's a shame. Father's Day right around the corner, but she the mother and the father. Just like a lot of y'all out there. And some of y'all so much of the father, y'all got mustaches and beards. Y'all be shaving it, but after a while, them black patches get to sticking around y'all chins. And that makeup can't cover it because it's just going to make it rough. Some of y'all faces be feeling like a Brillo pad. That's because you the mama and the daddy. And that's why on Father's Day, a lot of people just go ahead and get a mama something. And she'll take it with a strong grip and a big hefty masculine smile on her face. And I ain't talking about Diddy mama, I'm talking about y'all mamas. Because y'all know damn well when Father's Day come up, you going to get your mama something. And your daddy going to be laid up with his new woman. And her kids ain't even going to say Happy Father's Day. And his kids ain't even going to call. And he ain't going to care. He going to be watching the game. He going to eat him a big ass dinner. He probably go in the bathroom and say to himself, man, fuck them kids.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all know I ain't lying. But that's Negro here nor there. We got a whole lot of news we got to get into. I'm only gonna be here for about 10 more minutes. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't about to have me working to death. Y'all see that phone number up there while y'all putting them smiley emojis all in the comment section. Diddy mama needs some love. That was her man. You know what I'm saying? That was her husband, her boyfriend, her everything, her boo, her provider. Diddy was all she had. And that's all she needed. Can you imagine trying to get at Diddy mama? And the first thing come out her mouth about, oh, my son Diddy. Oh, Diddy, my son Sean Come. After a while, you going to say, well, you need to be with that nigga, man. And that's for all them women out there that be championing their sons all day. My son is and my got a grown ass son living with them. Oh, my son came out the bathroom yesterday and the towel slipped. I told him if you gonna be walking around like that, you probably need to find you a wife. And you know what he did? Went and put on some tidy whities. There's some freaky ass women out here like that, man. And some of y'all men, that breast milk for babies. Y'all still be gurgling around, get around your mama's stomach, start gurgling and shit. It's some nasty motherfuckers out here. But that's Negro. I ain't here to talk about y'all, cause y'all ain't got Diddy money. I wouldn't put your name on the marquee. I don't give a fuck what your demo sound like. If I had to talk about you or Diddy, I'm gonna talk about Diddy anytime. I don't give a fuck if you got the Nobel Peace Award, man.
Goodness.
It's all about Diddy. He the hottest ticket. You know, if you ain't talking about Diddy, you got your life fucked up, man. What you got to do is get on social media and put something up there about Diddy. Next thing you know, ching ching, nigga, ching ching. Everybody doing it. It's the new currency. They need to put Diddy face on a dollar bill like Prince Hakeem and Coming to America. Cause that's how important it is, man. You got white people eating off of Diddy. Mm-mm-mm. And like I said, his mother looked so defeated leaving that courtroom. She just don't know what to do. They said she started hollering and threw up her hands, and somebody started playing Marvin Gaye in the background, y'all.
Goodness.
Let's get into this news, because this is what y'all been waiting for. Y'all listening? Listen at this here. This is the crazy part right here. Listen.
Former chief financial officer of Sean Diddy Combs' Bad Boy Entertainment Company is expected to take the stand next in the music mogul's sex trafficking and racketeering trial. It comes after the jury just finished hearing testimony about this infamous surveillance video of Combs attacking his then girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, on the floor there at a hotel in 2016. Ex-hotel security guard Eddie Garcia testified that Combs actually paid him $100,000 to hand over that footage that you just saw. Combs has pleaded not guilty to all charges and denies any wrongdoing. His lawyers argue that any acts of assault showed domestic violence, but not coercion or evidence of trafficking. Legal contributor and trial attorney Brian Buckmeyer joining me from outside court. So Derek Ferguson, the former CFO of Bad Boy Entertainment, expected to walk the jury.
Hello. Who this is here?
Hey, yo, this is Teddy Cristiano.
Oh, that's what it is, man. What's on your mind tonight?
Yo, so do you think that Diddy is really guilty, man?
You know, it all depends on what you consider guilty. We all guilty if he guilty or whatever they saying he guilty of, because we all done did some freaky shit before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that he's guilty, man. I think he's done a lot of stuff. But what is he guilty of? He's trafficking people. He supposedly is raping people, drugging people. I don't believe that. Because Diddy is a rich billionaire black man, all right? And then he did that billionaire black man breakfast with Jay-Z. And then right after that, he was starting talking about Black Lives Matter and talking about politics. And right after that, and from what I heard is he mentioned something about reparations for slavery. And then right after that, they said, let's expose Diddy. You know, Diddy is a rapist. Diddy is a trafficker. And just like R. Kelly, just like Michael Jackson, you know.
Yeah. Hey man, I want to share something with you and everybody else out there, man. Let me type this in real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Cause it's only gonna take a second. Y'all stay tuned. Let me see, 19. I think it was in the 50s, if I ain't mistaken. Okay, look at this, y'all. In the mid 1950s, the story was exposed as a hoax fabricated by two con men, Salas Newton and Leo Something, as a part of a fraudulent scheme to sell supposed alien technology. Beginning in the 1970s, some UFOologists resurrected the story in books claiming it purported the crash was real. So back in the day, on the radio, before it was even TVs, they put on the radio that it was some UFOs out there and people
Yeah.
lost their mind. People was going crazy and shit. Then they turned around and said it was a hoax. And after that, every time somebody heard somebody UFO or something like that, it automatically was a hoax. And the reason why I
Right.
say that is because people been doing these conspiracies for a long time about celebrities, Harvey Weinstein and shit. So when it's time to get the real proof and it's in court, everybody trying to get the real details of these freak offs, these Hollywood sex ritual parties and stuff. Everybody believed it 100% before the trial. Like, yup, did it guilty, he wrong. They did about 20 documentaries. Now that
Yeah.
they in court, they proving it to be a hoax. All the conspiracy theories, all they could say now is hell. Diddy ain't do none of that. He
I
innocent.
mean, the first the first red flag that you should see is that he's a black man. He has a lot of money, right? And he's been doing these sex parties with all of these celebrities, with royalty, with Princess Diana's sons. There was another duke, there was another prince, a princess. There was a duchess there. There were judges, lawyers, senators. There was even presidents, I think, there. So, and as you know, in these sex parties, et cetera, there's usually a safe word. And if you don't honor that safe word, then somebody could get really mad. So I personally think that something happened in his sex parties because I personally know that Diddy has some wild sex parties because I live in Miami and I used to be an Uber driver, and there was a pimp that had like 12 hoes, and he had an express urgent delivery of hoes to Diddy's mansion on Star Island. And I was following, he had so many hoes with him that he needed an Uber driver to help him transport the hoes because they couldn't fit in his car. And I was following this guy. This guy was running red lights. He was like jumping over bridges and stuff to get to Diddy's house on Star Island to get these hoes there. And you know, when I got there, I had never been to Diddy's house before. Like it was a jumping party, like from what I could see from the outside. But needless to say, I've never seen like a Uber Eats order of hoes. Like I've never seen that in my life. And like an urgent delivery. It was like they had to get there in like 10 minutes. You know, so I say that to say this, that Diddy has had a lot of activities over the years. So it's definitely in relation to these sex parties, and it's definitely in relation to the high VIP guests that he's had there, the high society types. And something happened with a royal, with one of the members of the royal family, or something happened with a senator or with a judge or something, and Diddy has everything on camera, on tape. So something happened. He pissed off some Illuminati member, some Freemason, and I think now he's paying the price for that. Plus, he's been wild. He's been doing stuff that's outside of how they want him to be tamed. Like he's talking about helping black people. As soon as you say you want to help black people, that's when they get you out the paint, like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, you know? So,
Yeah, bro. You know, You absolutely right. I can't see nothing wrong with what you had to say, man. Ain't no cap in your theory. That's why we appreciate your call, brother. The next time we go live, you need to call back and let us know what's on your mind,
Yeah.
cause you be keeping it all the way real, man. So much love for you. We gonna holler at you later. Real talk, man. Thank him so much for calling. He said Diddy the next Martin Luther King, y'all. I can't call it, but one thing for sure. Diddy's mother sure do need y'all prayer. They said when she left that courthouse, she was looking mighty low. And that's a shame because she 80 some years old. We don't know what's gonna go on with her grandkids. They father been tainted. His whole legacy, they family name has been destroyed because Cassie was freaking out. Hold on, y'all. Hello, hello, who this is here? Hello?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on? Who this be?
Who is this? It's
Yeah.
Butterfly.
Oh, that's what's up. What's on your mind tonight?
Oh, pretty much. I've covered the case.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to share with you. I believe a lot of these threats are lying. Let's get to the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
I proof on no crime yet.
Yeah. We all is. Go ahead, spill it. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Hello?
Yeah, we here. We listening to hear what you got to say about everything.
Well, I pretty much came.
Mm-hmm.
These celebrities, everybody left early. Now all of a sudden everybody come forward. Come on.
Yep. That's exactly what happened.
But everybody's talking about things they ain't talking about.
Mm-hmm. Sure ain't. Ain't talking about a damn thing.
They need to get Clyde Davis and some of the upper, up
Mm-hmm.
east is up there.
Yeah.
Because right now they ain't talking about that. Wasting our time.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I want to hear some proof.
We all do.
And what happened to that listen?
Your phone, I don't know what's wrong with your phone, man. You gonna have to get that thing fixed. I swear I'll be trying to do better. Get out of here with that nonsense, man. It was raggedy, 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 raggedy. I need y'all to pray for me. Cause I'm getting old and I just can't. I
Oh
can't.
my goodness.
I can't. And if I'm getting old and I can't take it, I know Diddy mother going through it. She got to be frustrated. All this nonsense going on. She need to make her own podcast and let everybody know what's really going on. How she always seen the hatred. His closest of friends, his closest associates ain't never meant him no well. They always wanted to use him for his money. The people that he loved, showered with gifts, put in position to make their families rich. They ain't never loved that man, ain't never respect him. The only thing they ever loved was his money. And the only person that ever really loved him was his mama. Them kids, all they know is their daddy's money. All they know is a life of lavish, a life of luxury. They ain't never had to struggle. And they figure, hell, they better stand by their daddy because he the man that pay all the bills, buy all their stuff. His mama know what it's like to struggle. If he get out of jail, I hope he don't go marry his
Oh
mama.
my goodness.
Because that's all he got left. And I know that sounded weird, but the way they be kissing on each other and things, you never know. But that's Negro here nor there. Y'all need to listen at this, man.
Through Combs' bank accounts, how he managed cash. What are you watching out for, Brian?
Well, Kerry, Ferguson has already begun to testify about the movement of money in Sean Combs' many businesses, how it was structured, how Sean Combs paid himself, and how, I think more importantly, how petty cash was moved from senior representatives within the company, and also how they kept Amexes. We've heard some of the testimony that I think the government is going to point to as proof of corroboration of previous crimes, as well as the criminal enterprise, like a $20,000 withdrawal of cash around December of 2011. We know that Cassie's mother.
They going on and on about 20 G's. $20,000. Somebody make that make sense. They talking about a burden of proof. Shit, it's a burden that they ain't got no damn proof, and they still trying to carry this trial along. I I wish this never would have happened. It was the people on the internet making fun of Diddy. Matter of fact, let me share something with y'all real quick. Cause I tried to make this make sense with the whole alien conspiracy, but y'all weren't going for that. So I'm gonna take y'all down another lane. Look at this. Like I said, we only got 5 more minutes. If we get a phone call, we can kick it a little longer. But if not, we gotta keep it moving, man. And I gotta be careful when I do this right here. Now, people don't know nothing about old Burr Rabbit
Witness.
and Uncle Remus. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Tom's Cabin. If it wasn't for this, if it wasn't for black folks sitting around telling stories, shit, you wouldn't have no Mickey Mouse. You wouldn't have no damn Bugs Bunny and all that. You wouldn't have no Snow White, no Daffy Duck. If it wasn't for the slave folks sitting around entertaining themselves, telling stories just to pass the time, it would have never went to the mainstream like this. And the point I'm trying to make is, if it wasn't for YouTubers like me
Witness.
sitting around talking about Diddy and all that weird shit, conspiracies, what he possibly doing, you know, don't nobody know for sure, but hell, your imagination can run wild. They done took Diddy and made him mainstream. Now he the damn Mickey Mouse on the damn news. This some Negroes was talking about for years. And now they got a hold of it. Now it's on daytime, front time, prime time television. When all this old news to us, but this new news to a whole bunch of other people, now they taking all the credit for this nonsense. It was meant to be entertaining, you know. Got celebrity gossip. Cause that's all nigga able to do on this damn thing, really. Unless you're gonna be a geek or something. Everybody ain't trying to be a geek. Celebrity gossip. That's what's in. People like to sit back. Black people in general like to sit back and talk about each other. Real bad. Real bad.
Witness.
You got some family sitting around talking about you right now. They talk about you so bad, they done made up some shit. And when they get back around to you, you're gonna be like, where the hell that come from? But they don't care. And they don't care what the truth is. The lie is more entertaining. So that's what we've been doing with Diddy for years. Now they turning into some mainstream nonsense. How much longer I got on here? Okay, we got 3 more minutes. Hell, I might as well talk about Diddy Mama before I get out of here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk about Miss Janice Cohn and how much love and respect she deserved. Diddy Mama deserves so much love and respect. She raised her son, helped him become a successful businessman, and he wouldn't even been able to be a businessman like that if it wasn't for his mother. She the one that was taking care of all of the checks, making sure the business was lined up. She the one that was having them meetings with Clive Davis. She remember Clive from back in the day at them whole houses allegedly.
Witness.
That was one of her main clients. Come down there to 144th Street and knock off about 10 of them girls a night. Clive Davis pull up in the Cadillac. Y'all hoes go up there. Y'all get clean. Y'all take a shower. Clive outside. Get off your ass and on your feet. I want to hear that water running. Splish splash, bitch.
Witness.
Clive outside. Hello, Miss Janice. I'm here for a splendid time tonight. Like, yes, Clive, I got Bonita. I got Aretha. I got Whitney.
Witness.
I got them all for you, Mr. Clive. You come over to the brothel. Diddy in there playing. Hello, young feller. He give Diddy a nickel. You know what I'm saying? Diddy grow up. Now he got connections. He started sex working at a young age. Andre Harrell, Russell Simmons now. They keep a young buck like Diddy around just to make shit, just to handle the baby oil. You know what I'm saying? Pay him 20 G's a night just to keep everybody's asses glistening.
Witness.
He came up sex working as a young man in the game. They say his mama put him on to the game. And them OGs with money, they love to come to Harlem, the black part of town. And it been like that since way back in the day, man. People from all over the suburbs come on down to Harlem. They have a good ass time, get some fried chicken and smack a big fat black booty.
Witness.
that's all I got. That's all I got for y'all tonight, man. Y'all should have called in. Make sure y'all do me a favor. Hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel. And pray for Diddy's mother because she needs your prayers, man. I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. And y'all stay tuned because we gonna be back. And for the people that hit that Cash App, I ain't got nothing but love for y'all, man. Y'all be hitting that Cash App. Got me feeling good. Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want.
Subscribe to my channel if that's what you want. But if that's not what you like, then you must be a punk. Hold on now, here we go. Who is this girl? She got that junk in her trunk. Baby girl, back it up, poke out your rump. It's S.A.T that you want.